shield.
Oh my goodness, look at that. That's an early engagement right there. This Nunu's going to go down. Nunu's going to be fine. I think Jax might die right here. Jax does perish before his combat.
Push me over.
First blood given to Zed.
The support player not feeling like he's in his native habitat playing Jax today. Perhaps the reason for his first blood there. Lots of summoner spells were used in that last play. And first blood goes to Phobia. Alright, Pure Shield. Here we go. Full steam ahead. Everybody's rooting for Yellowbuff because we want to see
the game
2. By the way, game 3. Follow me on Twitter on Malphite. I know he's played Malphite quite a bit in the past, but his glacial skin blends in with this map so well.
That's actually an advantage. That's like a camouflage.
Yeah,
you actually don't see him.
It looks like part of the map when he does his Wheel of Fortune. Speed boulder.
Speed boulder, Wheel of Fortune, same thing, right?
Whatever it's called.
That thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does
Alex
stuff.
Pie with his Spear Toss. Did he take level 2 Spear Toss? Yes, he did. And his stun. His Aegis of Zionia, I think is how it's pronounced.
Zionia. Oh, speaking of Aegis of Zionia, is it going to save him from that death right?
Forcing the flash.
Barely. Oh my goodness, Jax.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness, Alex Pie using all his summoner spells, barely used.
Oh my goodness, he's gonna live out. Oh my gosh, that very nice con on Isaac.
Diana behind enemy lines with Crescent Strike. This is really dangerous positioning here from Yellowbuff. If they don't win this fight, they're gonna wipe. From the looks of things, no, actually, Phobia pulling back a little bit here. They're scared. They're running scared of Hojo's.
Oh my god, Church, King Church. Nunu's about to go down. Oh, he's gonna grab left at the last minute.
Dark Passage.
Little bit of James Bond action over there.
Oh yeah, Loloho gonna be able to heal up no problem with his consume as long as he's not getting poked at. I have to say, I think we underestimated the power of Diana on this map, Pure Shield.
I think Diana, though, one of the biggest problems with being a mana user on this map is that you actually run out of mana if things get a little bit too hectic. But the buff from the map gives you a little bit of extra mana regen, so that might make Diana, just. She might be able to get in action very soon, but look at the amount of health she has though. Diana's probably not going to be able to get into the fray, just going to be swiping people with the Crescent Strike.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, health pack just spawned.
Say what? The health pack?
The health pack just spawned. That's like a gift from the heavens right there for both of these teams.
Yeah, Hojo's looking to do some bush camping here. Crescent Strike, I think he's just going to straight up level this, try to get some mana regen, and then roll his face on ability power. So he can have a strong shield as well, but yeah, he just needs to be the poking power for his team, as they really kind of got shafted on the team comp here. Crescent Strike is the only really
for early game. For early game only, though, I have to say though, as soon as level 6 hits, they have a disgusting combo. They really do. It's the most. I have to say that that's probably one of the most disgusting combos you can have in a nice little bottleneck like this.
Yeah, that unstoppable force.
Jax coming in there. Diana sweeping everybody, Shen taunt after that. I mean, it's no-brainer. They're going to deal a lot of damage as soon as
it is a brainer if they're doing it all on top of a bunch of Teemo shrooms.
That's true. That's true. If Teemo places a giant legion of shrooms, they're not going to be able to crack that. At the same time, though, it might not be to their advantage. They need to take out Phobia fast, and Phobia is on his ace champion. So, honestly, like anything goes as soon as 6 hits. I'm actually surprised at how well Yellowbuff is doing pre-6. I actually expected a much much more deaths than 3 deaths and 1 kill right now. Like that's actually they did relatively well, considering their combo is dirt.
Nice grab from Phobia. There's
nice.
the play.
I think Phobia's gonna go down right now.
Wow, 5v5.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Bruiser's too strong.
Wow!
Oh,
wow!
Just a tip on the Diana Crescent Strike on the Nunu. Wow, well played there.
Yellowbuff, ladies and gentlemen, making Pure Shield and I regret our speculation at the draft.
No. Hey, you regret stuff. I say they're going to be killer at level 6. They're level 6 right now.
They're dominating Phobia right now, dealing critical damage to this tower. Gonna have to pull back here. Hojo's with these Crescent Strikes, man. Very effective ability. Okay, here we go to the unstoppable force. They're turning around and fighting this absolute zero has to be interrupted.
He's going to cancel that, taking out Shen. There's a a sliver of health, and follow me on Twitter. Push Me Over is just tanking the damage from the enemy team. Alex Pie goes in. There's a little bit of Crescent Strike action there from Diana. I think they're going to get away with this from the safety.
Yellowbuff is in it to win it. Oh, Teemo.
Wow. Teemo goes down.
Stomped right there. Stunned by Pantheon. Follow up. There's too many leaps for Yellowbuff. I didn't realize so many leaps.
It's a little bit of a blown ultimate there from Shen. But you know what? It's a fast way of getting to the lane just by using the 180-second ultimate.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
Damn.
There we go. Azek
Really
running with
killing
his.
him with the interceptors. Oh wow,
There's a nice
gonna
grab
go down.
there again.
No problem there.
Gonna take down Hojo's. Hojo's needs to buy some AP, I have to say. He's got 2 cloth armors here. I honestly do feel like he's got to play the poke role. There we go. Arm guards in production. Interesting. What happened to those 2 cloth armors? I think he sold them. But here comes the man lead.
Oh, they're gonna be in the epicenter of this. Oh my god, that was a disgusting amount of damage.
Yeah, lots of damage comes from Manleap at level 6. He's got his brutalizer, so we're going to see a lot of spear tosses here from Alex
Fresh
Pie.
Diana incoming. Fresh Diana.
Yeah,
she's
so fresh and so clean.
Yeah, fresh and clean like Mr. Clean.
But double Dorans and an arm guards here from Hojo's. I like this build. He's going to be able to deal poke, and he's going to be able to dive in. Sork shoes as well. I honestly feel like Hojo is just going to be the MVP for this map.
I think so too. But don't count on Singaporean out though. Zed is extremely powerful on this map. Let's see what happens right now. We're going to see some ultimate engages. Unstoppable Force is coming up in a few more seconds. As soon as that happens, follow me on Twitter. I need to plan a very, I think timing is the key here. If they don't time it well enough, their burst damage means nothing. If they time it well enough, they're going to wipe out entire team with a burst damage. Simple as that.
Yes, sir. The sheer gap close capabilities of Yellowbuff, man, it's just absurd. Man lead.
Oh my god, Diana's going in. Oh no.
What just happened there? Unstoppable Force interrupts the absolute zero. Hojo makes it away in time. He's going to be playing cleanup duty, now focusing on Phobia, while the rest of the team is going at each other's necks. Hojo's now.
Phobia. No.
Oh my goodness, Alex Pie with a triple kill, about to make it a quadra if he can get his auto crit off. Oh, quadra kill
no problem
for Alex Pie, that's what I'm talking about.
Get the penta, come on!
Too much tank for the penta.
Yeah, no kidding, not enough mana, too much tank.
Yeah, Phobia building very, very tanky. Wow, just flayed there. Unofficial penta kill, anyone? No, this tower, Alex Pie getting overzealous there, or perhaps an intentional death. Oh, not giving up any assist.
I think he was expecting to take both of them down. They're going to take each other down. I think that's exactly why he went in. He wanted the tower to hit him once, but he didn't. He underestimated the amount of control Phobia will have.
Yeah, Phobia building extremely tanky, straight support build from the looks of things here. I like to see that because he's landing these hooks left and right. He is playing the initiator role for his team right now, whereas the Loho is building fairly tanky. Looks like he's going to be going for maybe a Will of the Ancients here.
Tell you, these names.
These names are fun, huh?
Yeah.
Alex Pie does have the Grand Skyfall, aka Man Lead. Not finding any good opportunity to use it right now, although I have spoken too soon. Are we going to see a Man Leap here? Nope.
Oh man. Zed's dealt a lot of damage right there, but Zed's going to go down really fast. Jax is wreaking havoc right now. Nobody's stopping Jax. Oh boy, those team mushrooms are not coming in handy right now.
Yeah, Yellowbuff is very even right now.
They're going to take down Nunu too. Wow.
Yeah, very even match. Although Yellowbuff is about to take down a tower, we did not expect to see this. At least I didn't expect to see this, as Yellowbuff perhaps does have the superior team
coming back with an ARAM. That's quite interesting. Chen's gonna go down. He's saying YOLO, but he did perish. So technically, you don't live once in this game. You just gotta look out.
Many a times in ARAM, yeah.
You live many times. You can't hashtag YOLO here. I can't believe I just said that. I need to wash my mouth. I'll be right back.
Okay, see ya.
Honestly though, that's actually a strategic suicide there by Shen. I'm hoping they would go for a secondary engagement. Unstoppable Force is up right now, so Shen can also pour in.
There's the Grand Skyfall. Alex Pie is fed as heck right now. He's got 9 kills, looking to make it a bunch more. Nobody's focusing Alex Pie. Oh, with the amount of low HP champions, he's going to be auto-critting everybody. Loloho second to fall. Kill stolen by Follow Me on Twitter. But
somebody call it WWE. This is just a wrestling match. Oh my gosh.
You know what? Fierce Shield Pantheon is really strong on this map.
Of course.
I just realized. You can't heal, so he's going to auto-crit the crap out of you. Alex Pie now with 10-3-7 KDR. What will we be seeing?
If it really comes back, he's gonna die. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Too.
I'm Singaporean playing very nicely here, baiting a couple kills.
Yeah, they're just gonna go for the deaths right now and let themselves reset. Very well strategic feed right there. This is legitimately a strategic feed, by the way.
Yes,
It's not
it
like
is.
our version of strategic feed where we actually, feed and we pretend it was strategic. These guys actually did it strategically.
Yes, that is how ARAM must be played. Let's take a look at the builds here from Yellowbuff as all 5 players just went to shop. Looking pretty tanky. I like this build a lot from Alex Pie. He's very, very damage focused right now. And I can't wait to see him get a pentakill this match.
He's gonna get it.
He's probably going to get a pentakill this match. I'm calling it right now.
No, Jax is just out grab. He doesn't have his E up. Oh my god, Jax goes down. Very unfortunate right there. They're not
Phobia now on the
retreat. With a
Spear toss followed by a leap on the low ho.
Unstoppable Force coming up very soon.
Pantheon now running low on mana. There's the taunt onto Phobia. Very, very tanky to Phobia, by the way. Just shrugging off the majority of that damage, no problemo.
Oh, Unstoppable Force incoming. 3, 2, now.
Yes. The Absolute
Boom,
Zero,
boom.
though.
Yeah,
Absolute Zero is going to cut off the retreat of Yellowbuff. And Loloho didn't quite have the effect he wanted to right there.
Who said they needed a retreat, huh? Who said they needed a retreat?
Exactly.
They're just going to keep going.
Exactly. Diana now looking to get a double kill. Hojo's intercepted by Aurelia. Nerf Aurelia with that gap close.
Oh, missing with the last person strike.
JK. But Yellowbuff not quite getting the advantage they wanted there, but still in a commanding lead here. Alex Pie was really hoping to get some kills back there. I think he only got 1.
Follow me on Twitter. Really need some loving from these health packs. Oh, Sweet Salvation, giving him a little 2 bars and some mana. Very beneficial for them right there.
The Loho doing a slash dance there on enemy health pack. Man, the Loho, you're asking for it. Do you not see Alex Pie's build right now? He's not messing around. This is like Assassin Pantheon. What do you think? He'll probably be building Black Cleaver next, Alex Pie? From the looks of things?
Possibly.
Yeah. Mr. Pro on Teemo, very, very low, looking to do some baiting here. Haunting guys. Or excuse me, that would be a Leandries. Or excuse me, Haunting guys, not quite a Leandries yet, but he's looking to build a Leandries for the additional DOTs from these shrooms. Man, Teemo is such a bother on this map. Although, look at this pre-shield. Less than 100 gold in between these two teams right now. No way of detecting these mushrooms. They're just going to be stepping all over them. And he puts them on top of the health pack like any good Teemo would. Which is just guaranteed damage for the most part.
Any good Teemo is like a crime against humanity, by the way. You play a good Teemo, you're as bad as like anybody who's considered a human criminal. Pretty much. That's it. Like Teemo is. I'm kidding. Honestly though, we're going to see some major engagement right now. Unstoppable Force is up. He's probably going to go for it as soon as they're stacked up. There's something.
Oh my
stopping
goodness!
The Noodle ultimate. Wow, just instant wipe on Teemo Noodle. This is going. They're fighting in a box though. That's not going to be to this advantage. Disco Pan is going to go down. There comes. Wow, look at this. Look at that. 3 enemies down. Phobia. 4 enemies down. I think this is going to be an ace. The Phobia's not going to survive 3 people pie on top of him. Jack Stun comes in, and I think Diana's going to get the kill right now.
Yeah, the sheer number of initiates from Yellowbuff right now is just out of this world. Virtually every one of their champions can do some form of initiate here. Obviously,
and not
Alex
just like
Pie
a
is
regular
Squish.
going in there initiate. They can do like a AoE stun of sorts, or an AoE interrupt of sorts.
That's precisely what happened in that last fight. And Phobia, I don't think was prepared for that. They need to have Phobia frontlining right now. Phobia's the last one to die in every one of these team fights because of how tanky he is. So the solution to that obviously is to have Phobia frontlining, absorbing more damage, and initiating. Of course,
here's also another thing about the Unstoppable Force. It's almost up again. It's an 88.5 second cooldown. It's almost up again. They can use it again in the next fight. He has about 20 seconds left on it. So very likely that this time with Man Leap, they won't have the teleport from Shen though. But they're going to be still dealing a lot of damage. In fact, it's going to be a melee on top of them, and then the Unstoppable Force coming in, followed by a taunt, and just chaining the AoEs over and over again.
Yeah, Alex Pie is pretty squished right now, so he doesn't want to initiate by any means. He wants to come with the Man Leap while his team has the advantage, to make them retreat a little bit, and then start picking up these kills.
Nice.
That Absolute Zero will go off, but nobody really in range, or it just didn't deal that much damage. I'm Singaporean in the back lines, doing what little damage he can when he can. And I think the Yellowbuff is going to be on top of this fight
Definitely.
yet again.
I think this is going to be a 1 before man up, no problem. I do not think that Nuno is going to be a stand chance. The Phobia is trying to bait them away as far as the way possible from the tower, but to no avail. These team of mushrooms, though, are going to slow them down just a little bit. But you know, honestly, that's going to be an inhibitor tower down, possibly an inhibitor. About 10 seconds to make a move before Teemo comes up.
Yeah, just take a look at Yellowbuff's coordination here, focusing down targets so effectively right now. The fact that the Phobia is dying last every time. Follow me on Twitter is trying to go for an execute here, but he got cut off there by Zed. I think Yellowbuff is going to go for a strategic feed here.
Oh, but they want to go take one down at least.
And they did end up taking down the Zed, which is a great little pick-me-up there. Absolutely. Diana now will be having no problem continuing the push here. Now with super minions on the way for Yellowbuff. This is looking really good for Yellowbuff. I think we might get that game 3 we were hoping for, Pure Shield.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a long, drawn-out tournament at this point. We still have the finals left, guys.
Alright, so now Yellowbuff is resurrecting. Items are being purchased left and right. I think Alex Spy is going to be building a little bit more tanky as he's just been getting squished by all these targets, all these bruiser.
That's
mainly
Aurelia.
Aurelia.
I mean, it's, like I said, it's a wrestling match with like some little kid with like a pea shooter on the side, aka the Teemo. That's exactly what this is. It's a giant wrestling match, people piling on top of each other. And speaking of wrestling though, oh man, they're gonna interrupt that Absolute Zero. Outbound fight goes in. Oh my goodness. Jax is just gonna wipe this Teemo out right away. Ain't having known that. Diana and Jax
Teemo is kiting Yellowbuff across the map right now. Yellowbuff is very split, not the same organization we've seen so far. However, Hojo's in a position of power right now.
Look,
pushing over, still alive.
He's gonna go over right now. That's gonna be a dead Teemo.
Yeah, very strong Shen play there, folks. Landing these taunts on the proper targets. Hojo's now has to make it happen. He's the only one that deals enough damage to take all these folks down. But this is such a tanky comp here from Phobia, Nunu to Phobia, and now Aurelia, ASIC. I think this is going to be really close, but yes, Hojo's comes out on top. That Diana play, goodness gracious. Zhonya's not even used back there. Dealing a lot of damage. Alex Pai, though, getting clotheslined all game. He started out really strong, but now has been feeding because he's just not playing defensive enough. Either that, or Phobia has been making a great point of assassinating him at every turn. So for the most part, Pantheon has been negligible for the past 10 minutes or so. What do you think, Pure Shield? What does he need to do about this? Just come in and clean up at the end of the fight?
You know what this is? This is a classic situation where bruisers become gods. And you know, they're at the point where bruisers are. Look at Diana's build right now. Hextech Sweeper, right? And Zhonya's Hourglass. Zhonya's Hourglass would give them so much survivability against any AD damage from Zed. So Zed is a non-factor at this point. Oh, speaking of non-factors, I think Diana's gonna become a non-factor right here if he doesn't pop. Oh my goodness.
Strategic feed, although
completely caught out of position.
Yeah, she wanted to go back and buy. She gave 4 assists though, which is not a good situation to be in, especially when there's shutdown gold to consider. Although, not quite sure what she's going to buy here. That leaves Yellowbuff to 4-man defend this tower. I don't think it's going to be a problem. They do have the Shen, the Jax, lots of stuns, man. If Phobia wants to make something happen out of this tower, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Very good ensemble
force. Knockups. Oh my goodness. No way, Phobia. Get out of my house, says Yellowbuff. Diana, 3 seconds up to the res. If they decide to turn around and fight this, they're going to be feeding Diana from the looks of things, as she is now closing in fast, but Yellowbuff needs to be careful they don't over-pursue this, as Aurelia could turn around and wipe them right now.
Ooh, I think that's exactly what's happening right now. Aurelia's turning around right now. Oh boy.
Here comes Diana. She has to make this work, otherwise that entire fight was for naught. Yes, down goes Aurelia, down goes half their damage, and Nunu forced to flash out. Diana now in a position of power. Hojo is feeling pretty good about himself right now, as he has the sustain that he needs.
Phobia sacrificing his life nobly for his teammate.
Is Hojo's going to go for this? Would not be wise against that consumed sustain here from the Loho. Nice usage of Zhonya's right before that. Excuse me,
Oh, Nunu with the consume right there, trollololling.
Yeah, those consumes are just too strong on the Loho. How much ability power does he have? This is not over
yet, man. I think you know what? Phobia has a good chance. Aurelia is getting to that point where she's actually becoming a factor in terms of being that god of bruisers. Very nice build right now. Blade of the Ruin King, lots of sustainability, Orb of Winter. They're giving her just that survivability plus like sheer damage from true damage. She's actually a threat. She's a threat right now to Yellowbuff.
Oh yeah, she's the real assassin they have here. Really, honestly, Alex Pie needs to make himself more useful. He has decided to go for a tankier bruiser build now, as the assassin build he started with just hasn't been working. He's been focused down too much. And I would like to see some late fight man leaps. Maybe go in, toss some spears, pull back, wait for some lower HP enemies, and then leap in. Grand Skyfall is a useful ability on this map, as it pretty much consumes the entire lane. But is he tanky enough to pull this off? Guess we'll have to wait and see. What do you think, Pure Shield? Is a Yellowbuff allowing their advantage to slip away from them right now?
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm certainly saying that their advantage just isn't as plentiful as it was before. They're dragging the shit though.
There's a Skyfall. Possibly too early, I feel, but more likely used as a gap close, interrupting that absolute zero. Alex Pie now, stand united. He's looking to go all in right now. Is he dealing enough damage though? He's focusing down to Phobia, and he needs to be focusing the damage dealers. To Phobia, man, look at how much damage he's absorbing. Why is Yellowbuff committing so much to downing him?
No, you know what? That was a good idea to commit on to Phobia. I'll tell you why in a second. Let's just see how this turns out. That's probably going to be 4 men alive right there, no problem.
Oh.
And the reason that they focus on Phobia is Phobia offers a lot of control to their team. So, really, one of the worst ideas they had was to actually chase Teemo for so long. So then they kind of switched it up a little bit. Okay, Jax was chasing Teemo, but he's not going to be catching Teemo. Let's turn out their other basically contributor to their CC. Oh my god, Singaporean is going to probably perish. Oh,
he might get a double kill before he does, though. Alex Pie, no, he goes down to a dagger toss, looks of things. I don't think Yellowbuff is going to be able to win the game right this moment. They might try,
though. No, they can get a tower, though. Oh, Alex Pie is going for it.
He is going for it. He's not going to be able to deal with damage to take down Nexus, but it is time for them to shop anyways.
Oh, yeah. It's
so an exposed Nexus now for Phobia. However, Jax resurrecting just in time to defend any sort of aggression, even though they have to deal with supers at this point. That is Phobia. And let's take a look at some of these builds here. It looks very bruiser. Pure Shield's right. Yellowbuff starting with more damage builds and transitioning into more tanky builds towards the end of the match. It's always a good indication that Yellowbuff is looking to do a game-winning push when people start buying elixirs. And we might just see that game-winning push happen momentarily here. They have such strong tower defense champions right now. However, that tower is going to die. I don't think they'll be able to
defend this tower, though. It is definitely going to go down. But do you guys remember that one ARAM game we played, like Chromar? I used Pantheon to basically man leave to the enemy base and back over the Nexus.
Yeah, I've seen that with TF and Pantheon and a lot of globals, yeah.
I'm calling that. I'm calling it right now.
It would be pretty wise. He hasn't made great use of Grand Skyfall so far in terms of dealing damage. Obviously, it improves his overall lane presence. But yeah, I agree with Pure Shield. That would be a strong maneuver for Alex Pie. He could actually do it right now. He's in range of the Nexus with the Grand Skyfall and is available. He might just be waiting to see if they can get any picks here and just win in the teamfight heads up. It's more of a risk-free solution. Oh, nice! Unstoppable Force. Instantly interrupting that absolute zero. You can tell that the Malphite player following me on Twitter was saving that ult to interrupt whatever Phobia might throw their way. And now push me over. It's going straight for the Nexus. He should go straight for the Nexus, but no, turning around to make sure that Yellowbuff wins this teamfight, which it does appear that they will.
They will. This is it. We're going on game 3.
Yeah.
We are going on to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a spectacular ARAM that was.
Yeah, very competitive ARAM, I might add. In fact, Yellowbuff, in my opinion, overcoming the odds with the inferior team comp. But, I mean, I didn't really expect to see that amount of initiates. I guess it just went over my head. But they had so many leaps, which allowed them to take out targets. The focus fire from Yellowbuff is what allowed them to win that match. And it's just, everyone has a leap on their team. Yeah, everyone does. I mean, if you count Shen's taunt. So they can really just assassinate targets after targets. Really well played there by Yellowbuff. And we will take this into a game 3 after our intermission.